They're thousands of years old and often referred to as the dead cities of Syria. But now they're home to the desperate people displaced by the war. Khalid was a teacher at a school in the front lines that now lies in ruins several kilometers from here. But with the help of a repurposed solar panel, he's continuing to teach 7 to 10-year-olds.
This is a touristic place and none of us would have ever thought that people would live here again. But because of our situation, we decided to live in this dead city, which in a way has now been brought back to life.
It's just one of hundreds of the country's archaeological treasures found in its hinterlands. The sounds of the bombing is getting louder and in fact getting closer. But it's the ancient cities of Syria that offers the people of Idlib a final refuge amid all the fighting. Nobody knows why these places were abruptly abandoned centuries ago, but there's no doubt over why millions were forced to flee in the past decade.
Syria is famous for its antiquities. I mean, look at this place. But we were forced to come here to stay. We don't want to cause any harm to the antiquities, so we're not digging anything or building toilets, for example. We've just set up tents to stay in.
Assaults like these in Syrian towns and villages by the regime and their allies is what forced them to flee. And now many of Syria's contemporary cities are empty and dead. Extraordinary human creations are overshadowed by extraordinary human destruction. Dotting these remote mountains of northwest Syria are a fascinating repository of ancient churches and villages that date back to the 4th, 5th, and 6th centuries. Now, this awe-inspiring building behind me is a Khalid, a forgotten symbol of the region's rich heritage. The church is believed to have inspired the great Gothic and Romanesque architecture found across Europe, including the Notre Dame in Paris.
I've heard people refer to these sites as grandparents, grandfathers, grandmothers, or ancestors, and that's how they treat them, with reverence and with respect. It's been the place that provides some shelter. They're warm in the winter, cool in the summer, and the place where people are trying to survive how terrible this conflict has become.
If anything, archaeology tells us how Syrian heritage has played a tremendous role in influencing European culture. But with today's growing concerns over geographical borders, prized archaeology in Syria is under threat, just like the people currently inhabiting these ancient ruins. Rahul Radhakrishnan, TRT World, Idlib, Syria.